All right, let's dive right in. Over the next few minutes, we're going to open up a practical toolkit for your brain. This is all about completely transforming your ability to learn and, well, remember just about anything. So let's get to it.
You know how it is, right? You read a page in a book, and poof, it's gone. You meet someone new, get their name, and a second later it's just vanished. Or you study for hours feeling good about it, only to wake up the next morning feeling like all that information just leaked right out of your head. It's a super common and super frustrating feeling.
But here's the thing, and this is absolutely crucial. You are not stuck with the memory you think you have. The biggest mistake is thinking of memory like a container that's a fixed size. It's not. It's way more like a muscle. It's an active process, a skill that you can actually train and make stronger with the right approach.
So before we even touch any specific tricks or hacks, we've got to start with the foundation. Because honestly, the most powerful memory tool you'll ever have is your own mind. And it all kicks off with how you approach learning in the first place.
Step one, and you can't skip this, is you have to find a reason to care. You have to get curious. When you're genuinely interested in something, your brain automatically puts a little flag on that info, marking it as important. I mean, think about the difference between forcing yourself to memorize a boring list of dates versus getting totally lost in a fascinating story from that same period. That's your curiosity doing the heavy lifting for you.
Okay, so once that foundation is set, we can start to build on it. We're now opening up what I like to call the Active Memory Toolkit. These are 5 powerful, hands-on techniques you can literally start using today to build way stronger, stickier memories.
So what's in this toolkit? Well, we've got 5 key tools: visualizing it, structuring it, linking it, rewriting it, and summarizing it. Let's break down exactly what each of these means and how you can use them.
First up, visualize it. Our brains are absolute superstars when it comes to remembering images. Abstract ideas, dry facts, those are tough. But a picture, that sticks. So the trick is to turn that boring fact into a ridiculous, vivid mental movie. Say you're trying to remember that the chemical symbol for gold is AU. Don't just repeat "aw is gold." Instead, picture a surfer from Australia yelling, "Hey, you! Look at this giant gold nugget I found." The sillier and more vivid the image, the better it's gonna stick.
Second, you have to give the information some structure. Imagine walking into a library where all the books are just tossed into one giant pile on the floor. Trying to find one specific book would be impossible, right? Well, your brain's the same way. When you build a mental memory tree, you're creating a logical home for everything, putting key details under the right main ideas. It makes information so much easier to store and, just as important, to find when you need it later.
Okay, this next one is a total game changer because it taps into how our brains actually learn. See, new information on its own is pretty fragile. To make it strong and stable, you have to connect it to something you already understand. So if you're trying to wrap your head around a complex scientific concept, don't just stare at it. Try to find an analogy. How is it like something simple you already get, like how a coffee maker works? This creates a kind of mental bridge, making the new, scary idea feel familiar and solid.
Technique number 4 is all about doing. This quote really says it all. Passive learning just doesn't last. The simple physical act of writing something down and then rewriting it again actually fires up different parts of your brain. Same thing when you say the information out loud. This isn't just mindless repetition. You're turning learning from a passive experience into an active physical one. And the last tool in our active kit is summarizing. It's so easy to just let your eyes glide over the words on a page without anything actually sinking in. This technique is the cure for that. After each paragraph or each chunk of info, you have to pause. Look away from the material and ask yourself, okay, what did I really just learn? If you can explain it in your own words, you know you've actually processed it. Okay, you've got the mindset, you've got the active techniques. But what if you do all that work and it just fades? To truly walk in that knowledge, you've got to support the hardware, your brain itself. These next 2 keys are all about biology, and they're what make all your hard work permanent.
Now, here's something that might surprise you. Most of us feel sharpest in the morning, right? Fresh cup of coffee, ready to go. But a lot of research shows that for many people, our ability to retain new memories actually peaks in the afternoon. It seems our brains are just better primed to grab and store new information later in the day. So you might want to think about scheduling your heavy-duty learning sessions for after lunch.
And finally, maybe the most important tip of all, get good sleep. Seriously. You can do everything else right, but if you don't get enough quality sleep, it's like typing up a brilliant document and then unplugging the computer before you hit save. Sleep is when your brain does its filing. It's called memory consolidation. It takes all the fragile, short-term stuff from the day, strengthens the important bits, and turns them into stable, long-term memories. It's not a luxury, it's a non-negotiable part of learning.
So, there you have it. We've covered the mindset, the active tools, and the biological support system. Let's wrap it all up and put it together in one final, complete checklist. Here it is, your 8-point plan to remember anything. First, get interested. Then, visualize it. Build a memory tree and link it to old info. Get active by rewriting it and summarizing as you go. And finally, support your brain by studying in the afternoon and, of course, sleeping well. That's it. That's your complete system.
So just remember, a powerful memory isn't some gift you're either born with or you're not, it's a skill you build. And now you have the tools to build it. The power to learn and remember is completely in your hands. So the only question left is, which tool are you going to use first?